What up, squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment is back to present another episode of MadMizzy Sports. We are the hosts, Mad Mizzy in the building, Ron Money. What's the deal, broski?
It's happening, squad. Stupid Monday, Hopefully everybody had a great weekend.
Facts. Starting off the week on the right foot, hopefully. If not, we're gonna get y'all on the right foot. You dig what I'm saying? Quancho Love not here right now, but he will be jumping on later on. Hopefully, if we still, we're gonna be getting it in because we got a lot to speak on. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna be getting it in. You dig what I'm saying? But as Quants would say, if you're trying to feed the machine, make sure y'all feed the Cash App. That is $ What Up Squad. That's WADDUP Squad. And yeah, man, we appreciate everything that y'all send through because we try and take this to the next level and take y'all with us. You dig what I'm saying? But before we jump into the rundown, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that alert button, that like button, that share button, and get ready to comment on everything because we want to know what y'all thinking just as much as what we thinking. You dig what I'm saying? And we starting it off with the Lakers, man. And I know Ron really don't want to start here, man, because we know they put a beating on his young Western Conference Oklahoma City Thunder, man. What was your takeaway from that dominant performance from the Los Angeles Lakers yesterday?
Man, they beat the basketballs out these man. They beat the basketballs out of them young men, man. They said they want in their crib. They want you don't let nobody come. You let nobody come in your trap like that,
Facts. You definitely don't let them come in your trap like that. Just throw a party, bro. Come on now.
man. When you come to my house, you gotta take your sneakers off, man. They
Facts.
stepping on your sofa, man. They was
Fuck your couch.
eating. Yeah, they was leaving empty soda cans. Come on, man. Come
Facts.
on.
Facts. Just did what they wanted in that joint, huh?
Man, they was just in there having a party, man. And Luca, man, he showed up, man.
Yep.
He would, I think LeBron pulled him to the side. I was like, look, man, we didn't trade you for you to be not showing up in these games. Next game
Facts.
you come out here, you better show up, or you getting traded.
Right.
Or you get, I'm
Did
getting
you
my
see
money.
you see how we got AD out of here, right?
You got ED
You
out of it,
like
right?
you like LA? You
Like
like LA, bro? You feel
I'm
what
taking the play, I'm taking the player option, and I'm getting motherfuckers in here that know how to ball, man. You want
Facts.
bullshit or you down? You want bullshit or you
Facts.
down? But I really think that this game was more important for the Lakers, though. I really
Hmm.
do. They needed a game like that because I mean, when you look at these teams, man, it's five teams right now that all got the same record at 46-32.
Yeah, that Western Conference is tight as
So
a mug right now. Yeah, man.
the Lakers can't fall in this trap.
Hmm.
So I think that was just a good win. Like I said, that was an impressive win. I mean, they got to play them
Definitely.
again tomorrow. Hopefully, if they spink them boys again tomorrow, then all eyes we really got to be looking at this OKC roster. Like, I don't think they ever gonna get it done. This man with them picks, you better be on every franchise in the league to get some. I'm serious, man, because this is the year. This is the year they're gonna win 67 games, and
Yeah.
then we all gonna be like, well, they only got one superstar because
Yeah, man.
it showed you yesterday. I mean, oh yeah, yesterday they only got one star, and the Lakers exposed them. If we can
Yep.
stop that star and let somebody else beat us, this is gonna be
Yep.
in the
Make somebody
playoffs.
else beat us.
Yeah, this is
Exactly.
gonna be in the playoffs. I like
Yep,
that. That
man.
they beat the shit out of them in their own house.
Facts.
You can't
And it
let that
wasn't
happen.
even just that. We gonna speak on them losing to the Rockets earlier in the weekend. I believe that was Friday or something like that. But yeah, it's just like for me, I'm gonna say it's more of about the Thunder just because, like we said, this is things that I feel like we've been harping on this entire season. Even though you big on OKC, you also was saying the same thing about like once it head into the playoff time, it's gonna be a different type of beast, a different type of animal. And SGA just I will be shocked if he go out there and be able to be the player that he was in the regular season in the playoffs. Not because I think he gonna choke or he not gonna show up, but because the defense gonna be a lot tighter and they gonna let him play a little bit more. You feel what I'm saying? So you gonna have to have somebody there with you, like so.
Right.
I mean, you going up against certain teams, man. I think it's going to be a tough matchup, man. And we seen that going up against that's the two best defenses in the Western Conference right now. When you think about the Rockets and then the Lakers, Lakers getting back onto that, they had a little slide, but yeah, that's the two
Right.
best defenses in the Western Conference. And then we know the Warriors, they rely on that defense heavily too. So OKC, man, just like you said, LeBron pulled Luca to the side. SGA need to be pulling J Dub. Listen, bro. This is your like you said. This if you think this is their year, I don't think this their year. I think they just young, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
real young, and
real
they
young.
definitely got to develop. Chet wasn't
Yeah.
there last year, right? He was out all year last year, correct? Because he had
Chuck
that
was
injury, right? Or
yeah, all right.
he
Yeah,
was there.
during the playoffs, during the playoffs, I think he did get injured.
Yeah, so I think he still got room to grow, put more weight on, and all that, and grow into his own. So I wouldn't panic if they don't get it done this year, but I'm leaning towards them not getting it done, and I think you are as well. So I mean. They
Yeah.
having a great regular season, but we know that physical style, that physical brand of basketball, you need some veterans in there to handle that. That was the one thing that people don't really talk about when it comes to the Warriors. We love to give Steph and Draymond and Clay all the props in the world, but it wasn't just Iggy. It was the Sean Livingstons. It was the Andrew Bogut's. You get what I'm saying? Dudes that was around for a long time. You get what I'm saying? And know how to play that playoff ball. They might not have won big, but they've been in a lot of series. You get what I'm saying? And OKC just don't got that experience right now. Besides Isaiah Hartenstein, and he just got experience like the past couple years.
Right, right. But that's why I said this is the year. If they don't win it now, that GM better be on every horn. With all the draft picks they got, you
Right.
gotta
To get
bring.
another superstar in there.
You
Yeah. Yeah.
gotta
Who you
bring.
thinking? Who you thinking?
I'll go back after KD. Look. We don't need him to put up 30. We don't need. We just
Facts.
need that veteran preference. We
Yep.
need that
Yep.
veteran preference, or they can go somebody like a young star. I see. I don't. I gotta see who the free agencies
Who will
is.
be out there and available? Right. Right. Right.
Right, right.
Or who
But
they
they.
talking about? Because you know, Laurie just got he just got signed up and all that. But they might be still willing to move off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be surprised if the Jazz willing to move off of Laurie. They've had a terrible year this year. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't know,
Somebody
but yeah, I agree with that. If they don't get it done this year, he definitely got to be
gotta be
on
on
the
the team.
eye for that next superstar to play with SGA.
You have to be, bro. You have to be. They need some veteran. They need some veteran company in that circle, bro. You got to bring that.
Yep.
You got to bring it in there, man. I get they all young. You don't want to hurt the young chemistry, but bro, when you look at this roster, you like, when is they going to win? I don't care how
Yeah.
many games you win. This is the Celtics before the Celtics won the finals. You be like, all right,
Hmm.
but is they the Celtics because they only got one star? We knew Jalen
Yep.
Brown and Jason Tatum was like neck and
Was
neck.
going to be there. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but
Yep.
when they won, it was like, all right, they got the burden off their back. They champions
Yep.
now.
Yep.
When is the squad going to win?
And it was like Boston was just a lot closer all the time. Like what they went to like 4 or 5 like Eastern Conference Finals before they
Mhm.
broke through. You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
SGA and them, like they, like you said, they at least got to get to the conference finals. It's another
Oh,
second round exit and getting beat by in
word.
five. You know what
Hey,
I'm
man.
saying? To quote Shay Sharp, if it go, you know what I'm saying,
The
SGA,
Lakers
PGA,
in five.
USA, Lakers in five, then yeah, they definitely gonna be, you know what I'm saying? So I completely agree with you, bro. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see how it plans out. I don't tomorrow, I don't know how big of a game that's gonna be because they both kind of I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Rockets send the NBA a message over the weekend. No, we already spoke on them beating OKC Friday, but then they followed it up by beating Golden State yesterday. And then both of those games they held uh what you call SGA to below his average, and then they had what Steph Curry to 3 points last night. So amazing
Correct.
defensive performances. Have we just been underestimating this Rockets team? Because see, this is what we talking about, bro. The Van Fleets, he's a champion. You get what I'm saying on that Rockets team? Like we know
Mhm.
Shane Goon and Jalen Green and Amen Thompson, they the young core,
Yeah, you
but you
word
need those though. You need those Dylan Brooks. You need those Van Fleets.
right.
Those dudes that have been in the fire. You feel what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Yeah,
Yep, exactly. The Steven Adams. You know what I'm saying? I always like this
and
game. He just can't hit a free throw, and he's terrible in pick and roll on defense.
right, he ain't got no offensive game. Right, right, right.
Yep,
But yeah, but like you said, this is completely emo Duke. You know what I'm saying? Just come right in there. Look,
yep,
you gonna play hard defense, get
yep,
the best player of the game. They
Yep.
held Steph Curry to 3 points. Like
Three
how?
points.
Like come
Yep.
on, man, you serious? And the 3 points
Yeah.
he got was a crazy shot. You like, whoa. I wasn't
Facts.
expecting that to go in, but with every shot he shoot, we should be already expecting it
We
to go
expecting that. Exactly. Facts.
in.
Facts.
But man, it was just completely just straight dominance. You gotta love this team. 52 wins. This team ain't even sniffed 50, 40 wins the last couple of seasons. This
Yep.
man, yeah,
Yep.
man, this was just completely. I like what I seen, and for the Warriors, don't let this game distract you. That was just good defense. The Warriors be all right. They'll be all right. The
Oh
Warriors be
yeah, and I feel like the Warriors just was on a crazy run. You get what I'm
all
saying? They beat the,
right.
and that's what I was kind of saying. I'm like, bro, they come in and they beat the Rockets. They on a fucking tear right now. You feel what I'm saying? Because that would have been the Lakers, the Nuggets, and the Rockets in the
Yeah,
3 game stretch. Like, damn, you feel what I'm saying? So I really wasn't kind of too surprised. And then, like sometimes like Steph be having those nights, like Q would say, like where he just off. You feel what I'm saying? I would expect the next time he play the Rockets, he probably gonna give him a 30 burger at least. You get what I'm saying? But we know Steph can have those nights where his shit just not dropping. You feel what I'm saying? And then when his not dropping, the offense kind of starts sputtering and all that. So, but I am very impressed by the Rockets and their win streak. You talked about the game against the Warriors, but you think about them holding SGA to 22 points, one for
right.
six from 3 point, and then only two free throws. So listen, man, Amon Thompson been out there locking shit up, and that's just him being young, long, and like you said, Ime Udoka, he preaches defense, so he buying into it, and this team is they look legit, man. I would be surprised if they make it to the Western Conference just because you got to do this for 4 games
Right.
against some
Right.
teams that like I mean, I think the Warriors and the Lakers and probably Denver still, even though they on a losing streak, that'll be hard to get those 4 games against just because of their experience. But
Right.
listen, man, they definitely should be a second round team. They definitely should get to the second round. I don't see them being a threat to get to the second round, but
Right.
uh once we get there, that's just all experience, man. It's gonna be fun moving into the future of the Western Conference though, because we kind of already seeing those young teams kind of form with the Rockets and then the OKC. You got Minnesota that's still hanging around. You feel what I'm saying? You still got the Grizzlies that's hanging around. So it's gonna be fun to
Mhm.
see what the Western Conference shape into once the goats leave as far as LeBron and Steph go.
Right. It's definitely gonna be nice. But yeah, the Rockets, man, they just like I said, it's just gonna be veterans. Like it's another story with OKC. Who could
Jeff
score on
Green on
the
that team. Forgot about Jeff Green. Not to cut you off. My bad.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like who could score? Like who you gonna rely on to get you a bucket when you really need it? You know what I'm saying?
Yep, yep. And then even with the Rockets, like I say, we know like even scoring rise is gonna go through Jalen Green and Shangoon. Like for real, it just go through SGA. You feel what I'm saying? Like they run some plays here and there for J Dub, but they maybe they just need to do it more frequently. I don't know,
Yeah,
man. But
yeah, right. He ain't consistent.
yep,
Right.
yep. That's exactly what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right. But Segun gonna have to play better when he sees somebody his size like a Jokic. So you could do
oh,
all
for
that shit
sure.
because the Warriors is small, but
Yep,
you
yep.
Jokic, you definitely better come
That's
with
why I
your A
said
game.
that. That's why I
Yeah.
said like even against OKC, I wouldn't think that they could do it for 4 games, but I do see them getting to the second round, and that'll be some great experience for them moving forward. You feel what I'm saying? Like we never know who going to jump into that next like extra superstar stratosphere next year. It could be Shangoon, it could be Jalen Green, it could be Amon. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's all they waiting for is that next person to go into that MVP status type. You feel what I'm saying? Like where they start getting talked about for MVP, then they'll be
Yeah.
there as a true threat. You feel what I'm saying?
I could definitely see Jalen Green taking that step.
I could too. I
He,
could
he,
too.
he get buckets, man. He really do get buckets.
And it seemed like he won it. You get what I'm saying? I feel like it's you gotta have that part too. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he want to start him. You see him already doing the commercials and all that. Like you gotta want that, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
Getting over to the Nuggets, we was talking about them, man. As you like to call them, the chicken nuggets lost 4 in a row, man. Is this a cause for concern for the Denver Nuggets?
I mean, in this part of the season, yeah. In the way in the conference they in, yeah, because it's all about seeding. You know what I'm saying? Where we gonna be
Yep.
at? Who to run to?
They like a half game ahead of the Warriors right now.
Yep, yep. They all got that same record. They all 46 and 32. So
Hmm.
whatever these last. what is it, 5, 6 games left.
Yep.
It's crucial. You don't want to be on those slide coming into the playoffs, but they get a break because they injured right now. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Murray ain't playing. I don't know if he went into the playoffs. Who knows? But
Hmm.
you don't want to go to the playoffs on the slide and then you end up the AC and then you got to play an OKC team who I think they could beat. Me
Right.
personally, I just think they could beat. So it might
Hmm.
work out in their favor, but I don't. You can't not come in at this part of the season. You can't lose 4 straight. You can't lose
Hmm.
3 straight. You 1 straight. You just want to be good going into the postseason, but if Jamal Murray come back healthy, they should be good.
But that's the huge question right there. The news is his hamstring is getting worse. You get what I'm saying? So this is definitely, in my opinion, there's got to be a cause for concern. They saying it's not getting better. And we know how hammies is. Like that's something that it can flare up at any moment. Like you get what I'm saying, especially in the playoffs when these going to be high leverage games. And he's been a clutch player for them in these playoff runs. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about that's typically who the ball is in their hands as they coming down the stretches. Jamal Murray because he can make so much happen. So without that explosion and his ability to get open or him being hindered with that hamstring, they just not the same team, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then in this 4 game losing streak, Jokic averaging a 30-point triple double,
We killing with the triple doubles, and they still losing.
like getting
Like
cooked.
defense not good either. You got to play some kind of. You got to play on the other side of the ball. You can't just come.
Exactly.
It's like where is the defense at? Like
Yep. Yep.
this is concerning. You said it ain't getting better. Damn,
Yeah,
that's a
that's what
hurt.
they were. I think Michael Malone was saying that last night. He was saying that. I mean, it's he concerned about it. So I mean, and he been out for a while now. So you would have thought like it would have been like, nah, we plan on bringing him back like probably for a couple games to end out the season, get him warmed up for the playoffs, and then
Yeah,
like you said, like this like heading into the playoffs in any professional sports, like you want to come in on a positive note, winning some games. You get what I'm saying? This is a bad John. They got to, of course, start winning, hopefully. But right now, this is not a positive sign, in my opinion. Especially when you think about the two teams that's on a high trajectory right now, or two teams that you probably don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't want to see the Warriors or the Lakers right now, even though they got both of their numbers over the past few years. It's just like right
no,
now, y'all looking like the hobbled animal, and they looking like the that
that hungry wolf.
exactly. That's on the that's on the hunt. You know what I'm saying?
You they
That's
way
on
right
the
there.
hunt. Exactly.
They way
So
right there. You don't want
yep,
to work
yep.
with women.
Exactly, exactly.
Hopefully that man. Hopefully it's like a burner account, just like a fake account. Somebody's saying,
Yep.
and hopefully, man, he just come back and get ready for this playoff run because they gonna need him more than the bench need him. So, because
Facts.
Jokic averaging triple doubles and they still losing.
Yep.
Like, what else? What else? What else you want this man to do? Put up
And we
50
spoke
points?
on the game against I mean we spoke on that game though, the Minnesota game, 60-point triple
Yeah,
double, and y'all lost that one. And then when that stuff starts to accumulate, like I don't see how Jokic starts to not get discouraged. You get what I'm saying? Like you doing everything he dropping. It's not even like he's shooting a lot either. Like he dropping efficient 30 points. Like at a point, it's like, damn, like what can I do? So he might throw in the towel for this season. Like you keep going at this rate. And then
hey,
Michael Porter, he's good, but I don't think he ever lived up to being like that player that they expected him to be. You feel what I'm saying? So
right. And Aaron Gordon. What's
exactly. Or Aaron Gordon kind of just going on the down stretch of his career because you got to think he came in like when a while ago. You feel what I'm saying? Started his career in Orlando, so I wouldn't be surprised if he started the downslide. Yeah, man.
Yep. Can't rely on Westbrook turnover ass.
That's and then it's like without Murray there, y'all gonna have to rely on Westbrook.
You know what the ball is in. No, you don't.
And I mean, listen, I love Westbrook. He gonna give you some good plays, but then he probably gonna give you some just plays where it's like you can't win off those plays. You get what I'm saying? So tough John. Damn, where our money go? My man dashed out. Yeah, we about to flip it over. Oh, there he is. There he is. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna flip it over to the Los Angeles Clippers, though, man. They on a win streak. Kawhi Leonard going out there looking like Kawhi Leonard of old. They are right now fifth in the Western Conference ahead of the Golden State Warriors. We haven't even been talking about this team. Where did they come from, Ryan? Where was I at? Where was
Where was I
I at? Where was we both at? You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, shout out to the Clippers, man. This started all the way in June. Was it June? When the Team USA started
Yeah, I think it's around June, like practices and all that.
when they told Kawhi to bring his ass back home. Nah, we don't need you playing that. They don't need you, player. They don't
No,
need
they
you.
good.
They
They
they got
straight.
KD and Tatum and LeBron. They don't need
Right. They
Kawhi.
got they got enough wings.
They
You know
got
what I'm saying?
nothing. Bring your ass over here, sit down. We gonna need you when we need you when it's time to need you. Harry gonna get us in the postseason.
Yeah.
We gonna bring out the dominer. We gonna bring out the the claws. That's what I'm gonna
Yep.
call it.
The
Ain't that's his name?
claws.
The
The
claw.
claw. Fun
Man,
guy.
this man been playing. This man been playing so good, man. I got to give him props, man. Shout out to Kawhi Leonard. This should have been
Facts.
Joel Embiid, but I ain't gonna get it started. I ain't gonna mix these. I ain't gonna mix the Sixers and the
You
Clippers.
ain't gonna hate. You ain't gonna hate.
I ain't gonna hate. I ain't gonna hate. Shout out to the Clippers, man. They definitely can make
No,
some
but that's a
noise.
valid point though.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I would have did. As soon as the Clippers pulled Kawhi Leonard, if
Yeah,
I'm the
that's a
Sixers.
valid point. You feel what I'm saying? And you know,
Joel,
I mean,
get
motherfuckers
your
could
ass
have got
over
like
here.
motherfuckers could have got disrespectful, like Joel, bro. You wasn't even born here, bro. No, nigga, no.
Yeah, right, right,
The fuck?
right.
You want to pull those cards? No, bro. What you talking about, dog? Like I love, like don't get me wrong, I definitely think that Joel should be able to play for Team USA and represent and show his appreciation for the country that he now lives in and makes his money in and all that. But I mean, Ryan hit the nail right on the head. There's no way, as a Philadelphia 76er fan, you can't be thinking, what happened? Because
Right.
Kawhi Leonard is literally Joel Embiid, and y'all let James Harden walk, who was holding down while Kawhi Leonard was out for Paul George.
Right.
It's like y'all should have just paid uh James Harden, brought him back after, I mean, you know what I'm saying, since y'all knew y'all wasn't gonna get really nobody younger or that much better. All right, bro, take this check because y'all had to give it to somebody anyway. That's why y'all gave it to Paul George. You get what I'm saying? And then tell Embiid, no, bro, like, no, we need at least the Eastern Conference Finals before you think about playing in the Olympics, bro. Period. You know what I'm saying? Not to be on no funny stuff or nothing like that, but no, bro. We're the ones that pay your check, bro. Team
This is
USA ain't about to give you no check, bro. It's the
no.
Philadelphia 76ers that's paying you hundreds of millions of dollars, bro.
That's the thing.
So,
They ended up extended them, give them another three more years.
yeah.
Gave them another 3 more years.
And we just gave you your bread. No,
And
bro. We need a conference finals at least, bro.
at
At
least,
least, bro. You
least,
feel what I'm saying? So,
it's over here because they don't need you. They had Bam and AD that was
yep.
holding shit
He
down.
barely played and they dominated.
Bring your ass over here where you can play where we know where we
Rehab,
need you.
where you can be with your doctors that know you, what you going through. You know what I'm saying? And he probably could have got the surgery last summer, for real, and been back probably around this time, back 100% good. Yeah, man. I mean, it was just bad mistakes all over. I mean, but that be those relationships. You feel what I'm saying? Like what James Harden was saying when it did go down. Maybe, I
Mhm.
mean,
Maybe, yeah.
what's his name? What was the
Daryl
GM
Morey.
name?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Daryl
Daryl
Morey.
Morey. You know what I'm saying? Like he just, I don't know. I don't know, because for you to give Paul George the bread instead of James Harden, that's just,
Weird,
yeah,
weird.
that didn't make any sense
I
at
don't
all.
give a
You know
fuck
what
if Embiid went in your room, kicked your door in, and said, "Give him the bread."
I'm
Bro, it don't make no sense, bro.
saying? You say you get the fuck out of here, Joel. No.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
It make no sense, bro. Get your
Yep.
ass where you need to be because we gonna need you the most. So
Yep.
when the Clippers did what they did, I'm like, why the fuck the Sixers ain't do what they did? It didn't make no
Yep.
sense to me. I don't care how big your star player want to play for the country. I don't care. We don't need
Yep.
them. The country
Yep.
don't need them. You
Yep.
need them. You
Hmm.
need him. So you tell his ass to come back, rehab to where we need him at. Shout out to the Clippers, man. 'Cause I could talk about this all day. They're more you idiot.
Yeah, facts,
One
man.
part Paul George.
That's what I
One
was just
part
gonna say, man. Give the let's shift the gear
Shout out to
back to the
the
Clippers, man. Just great Zubac talk about he always wanted to play with a player like James Harden. James Harden always gets high praises from the players that he plays with. So tip my cap to Jay Harden, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and then Kawhi Leonard, man, like he bounced back, he fought back, and he played back to back games.
I can't
Dropping
even.
numbers too.
When the last time he did this? I can't
He
remember.
looking loose. I'm like, come on, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to
Uh,
the Clippers, man. And they a team to watch out for. I'm gonna be honest, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you got those stars, like and they veterans, man. Watch out for them in the Western Conference, man. Those young, I mean, we already see it now. The Grizzlies, they all the way down to the eighth because they just can't buy a win. You feel what I'm saying? Like that West ain't no joke, bro.
no, it ain't. No, it ain't. These last 5 games gonna be crazy. These
Gonna be
last 5 games
crucial.
gonna be
4 or 5
crazy.
games for some teams. Yeah, I think the Rockets got like 4 games left. I think OKC might have 5. It varies, but it's around 4 or 5 for every team. UConn wins the women's basketball national championship, giving Gino Auriemma 12 national championships. What's your reaction to this, man?
Man, that man is one of the greatest coaches in basketball. Period. I would say college basketball, but it's all the
No,
same shit.
basketball.
You can
Yeah,
come in and
basketball,
coach the
period.
Wizards.
Yeah.
You can come in and coach the Wizards and win them 50 games. I don't
Oh,
understand
for
why
sure.
Washington got on his line. If I'm
Yeah.
Washington, get his ass over here right now, bro.
He
They
ain't
beat
trying to
the shit.
leave. He said, I'm cool. I'm cool.
No, he ain't going to Washington. No, no, what the fuck over there? I don't even know who they star player is. Who the boy they drafted? What was the boy? Sar? Ain't that's the boy name?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Alex Sar. And whatchamacallit? They still got the pool party over there, don't they?
Oh yeah, Jordan Poole. The pool party.
Yeah, man, don't they got the pool party popping over there?
Man, that pool, not that pool, got leaves in
That
it.
pool been drained out, huh? There ain't no parties going on. That should have been abandoned, my boy. Damn. Hey, you a champion, JP. That's just remember that. You know what I mean? You a champion. You know what I mean?
That's definitely fact. That's definitely fact. Man, but they beat the shit out of South Carolina. Shout out to my girl
Yes,
Dawn
they
Staley.
did. Yep. Shout out
25th
Dawn
and
Staley.
diving, 25th and
Yep.
diving with the
North
yeah,
Philly. North Philly.
they beat the shit out of South Carolina, man. That was a great performance by Paige Becker. She didn't even ball out. It was the other girl.
Nope. Yep.
Um,
AZ Fudge. You know what I mean? Shout out AZ Fudd. You know what I mean?
Fud, man,
She had a
putting up
great
on
game.
great game, great defense, great
Yep.
offense.
Hmm.
Man, we gonna see UConn back in it, but we definitely gonna see South Carolina back in it because I just think
Yep.
they the better team. I ain't gonna say better team, but Dawn Staley, man, she know how to coach these girls, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And
She
you
just
see
ran
the
into
way you take a beating like that. I mean, they beat UConn last year, and that's why UConn came back strong this year. What you think gonna come back? Who you think gonna come back strong next year? South
we gonna
Carolina. You feel what I'm
beat that.
saying?
We gonna
Exactly. So
beat
LSU ain't gonna go nowhere. Like these girls have been very, very competitive lately. You feel what I'm saying? Ever since that
that.
initial run from UConn, where they damn near was winning every year, like over the past few years, Dawn Staley in South Carolina had kind of a stranglehold on it. I think they won 3 of those national championships. But
Mhm.
other than that, like I said, you got LSU that's still out there. You know what I'm saying? You got some young, you got some up and coming teams out there. You feel what I'm saying? But like you said, shout out Dawn Staley from Philly, but shout out Gino. He got his coaching stripes in Philadelphia as well, man. It was a Philadelphia chess match, and I feel like it
Yeah.
came down to one team. Like they just stayed composed and they had that motivation from losing last year. You get what I'm saying? Compared to another team that they started to miss their shots and it got to them a little bit. Then the turnovers, and it can start to snowball when it comes into like college sports in general. You get what I'm saying? Kind of how like I'm looking at the Duke game. I'm like, oh, Duke good. And then they just crumbled out of nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Shout out to South Carolina. They'll be back. That's a great program. UConn, they not going nowhere. They just reminded the college basketball landscape that they still around. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was fun to watch, and I can't wait to see them go back at it, man. When you see them girls crying on the sideline, that pain is going to fuel them to be back next year. You feel what I'm saying? So watch out for South Carolina next year.
Yeah, they're gonna be out for revenge, and I would love to see it.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, and they young. A lot of them, they ain't get their next girl yet because Mara left last year, right? I think that was the girl. And then I mean, of course, we all know about what's her name, Asia Wilson. You feel what I'm saying? Asia just dominating WNBA. So yeah, they just looking for that next star in South Carolina, and just like with UConn, they gonna eventually find her.
Facts.
Alex Ovechkin, though, man. Let's get over to some NHL. You know, we like to touch and give shine lights on everybody that's doing grazing historical things. And this was something that a lot of people thought would have never happened. And that's Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal scoring record being broken. Alex Ovechkin did that last night, scoring 895 for our NHL expert. Ron Money, what was your reaction to that, man? And what do you remember as Alex Ovechkin in his career? What you gonna remember?
Man, I remember when they used to tell my man he couldn't be one of the greats because he didn't host that big trophy.
Hmm.
And I'm like, dang, just throw dirt on my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man out here
Uh-huh.
scoring on his knees, just snapshot score. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
9 times 50 goal scorers. Like, what this man got to do? All right,
Yep.
he got to win the cup. My man win the cup.
Yep. That happened what,
Oh,
2 years ago? I remember that one. That was recent too, though, right? Like
yeah, that was recent.
it was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
maybe 5 years ago. Might, but I know
yeah,
it was
5 years
recent,
ago.
John.
Yeah, so he won the cup. Now they talking about, oh, he ain't never gonna catch. He ain't gonna catch the greatest goal scorer in this league. All right, what do he do? Come back this year, get a broken fibula. He could have been did this. He could have been
Facts.
did this.
He would have did this shit mid-season.
He did this
He
shit.
did this
He
shit
would have
mid-season.
in October. Like, come on, man. But he did it. Shout out to the Big Eight, man. The Big Eight, the great. Yeah, every time
Facts.
you mention his name, you're gonna see him on Mount Rushmore. Move over. Oh, matter of fact, you didn't gotta move over. We just gonna start a new one next to the old one. We gonna put him up there. Kobe, Sid, Connor McDavid, and the boy from Colorado. The boy from Colorado, I forgot his name, but I'm a good. I think Nathan
Who?
McKinnon.
Nathan McKinnon. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
Nathan McKinnon.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. I'm gonna
yeah.
keep an eye out. Oh, that's the center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I
Mm-hmm.
remember him. Yeah, because I remember watching the playoffs last year. They was talking about him heavy. Yeah, I remember. But yeah, great career, man. I just remember, like, for one, him and Sid, man, been around since we used to talk shit in high school about sports, bro. We're still talking about these dudes, bro. They still playing, bro,
Yep.
in hockey, bro. Now, what we talk about when it comes to the NBA, I don't want to diminish anything that LeBron James is doing, but it isn't a lot uh easier on the body, in my opinion, than it would be. Like,
And,
bro,
yeah,
hockey
yeah, he
for
ain't
you
getting
to be
that kind of.
playing 20 years?
And he had
You
to
feel what I'm
adapt.
saying?
And he had to adapt to the new speed, like Connor McDavid and them. So how's
Facts.
they doing it?
Exactly. The
Yeah, I
new
hate Sidney
skill and
Crosby.
all that.
I hate Sidney Crosby. You know, I'm a Flyers fan for life. I hate that motherfucker. But this man is great.
He had 20 years of 20 goals, right? I think was
Yep.
his record that he reached this year. So, but yeah,
Yep.
man, it's amazing to see these dudes, man. I remember Alex Ovechkin. You mentioned Connor McDavid. To me, that was Alex Ovechkin. You feel what I'm saying? Like anytime I turned on Sports Center before we went to school, bro, he had like a highlight on the Sports Center top 10 from a goal. I'm talking about he on his back slap shot and shit. And I'm like, bro,
How the fuck
like
did he do that?
how you get this skillful with a stick, bro? Like so, like to see him surpass that. His championship was 2017-18. I don't know why it seemed like it was so much earlier. I don't know why I feel like it was more recent than that. But I remember when he did get that, and it did put him as like solidified as a GOAT. And now getting 895, man. To see the things that we witnessed, the LeBron Jameses, the Steph Currys, the Tom Brady's, the Sidney Crosby's. You get what I'm saying? The Alex Ovechkins. Like we've had a great golden era. The Usain Bolts. Like we forget about how dominant Usain was when he was running at his time. So the things that we got to witness in our sports life so far has been amazing. You get what I'm saying? And Alex Ovechkin just added another chapter to that for
That's my
us.
favorite
Shout
player,
out
man.
to
My next jersey definitely gonna be his. If it ain't no Flyers jersey, why would I rock
right,
anybody else but the great eight?
right.
And I want the
Facts.
old
That was
school
a
cat.
that's a great point because I was always used to be thinking because I like in every other sport like I know legends and all that like I would go get a Griffey jersey,
Right.
Bo Jackson, like legends. But in hockey, I really don't be knowing nobody. So it's like I be like, damn, who would I get like that? I would get an Alex John. I get a Sid John too, but I just know how that's a it's a touchy John in Philly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what
I
I mean?
mean, now you could get away with it. You get a sin joint like 5 years ago, they'll fuck you up for getting a sin joint. But now
Facts.
you can't get away with it. They don't
He
even.
said, but now,
Now you can get away with it because when they play the Pens now, they don't even bother you no more. They look, they Philly fans accepted how great he is now, so it's like
yep.
you
And
just
they
said
ass now too, so they in the same boat as the Flyers. So you know what I mean?
right, right. But get the said joint. But I definitely got to grab a eight. I definitely got to grab an eight, man. That man been my man since they got drafted, man, and I loved
Yeah,
every second of that.
yeah,
Eight
I
ninety
remember
five.
that.
I
You
almost
always been an
cried.
Alex fan.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie. I
man.
almost
That
cried when that shit
when I
happened.
saw the reaction, man, I know why that shit just gave me like chills. It's like, bro, that's a lifetime achievement award. You get what I'm saying? Like that
You
ain't
can't take
just
it away.
what he
You
did
can't
in the
take it
NHL. That's
away.
the build up. You feel what I'm saying? His upbringing, his parents. That's all that. You get what I'm saying? Because from what I hear, Alex, one of them dudes, he be eating pizza at halftime. You feel what I'm saying? Like he just be.
Diet,
You know what I'm saying?
diet,
He a regular bull. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Diet Pepsi
yeah,
on the bench. You like, wait, what? I thought we were supposed to only drink water and Gatorade. What the fuck is he on?
right, my man.
You
Listen, man.
know, I'm
I
Alex
need
the
I,
Great. That's better
right.
had it.
You know my name, bro. You know my name. I wish Pat Riley would try to keep some cookies away from Alex the Great. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You
Hey,
better
I would
find
go for
yourself another
1,000. Man.
star.
Go for 1,000. Go for 1,000 for Rob money.
Dang, a rack. You think he can do it?
I think he could do it. I think he could do it. The bull
How
gonna
many more
always.
years you got left? You think he got left in him though?
I think he got 2 more years left. They
2 years.
definitely.
Yeah, if he play two more, he definitely getting it.
Oh man, because he got that slap shot that don't nobody got. He mastered that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Even 895, that's what it was, right? That power slap shot. They just trickled that
slap
shit
shot.
back as he trail in the lead. Whop! Motherfucking that shit like the young boy off of Mighty Ducks. That shit. Oh, you better get out the way,
Yeah.
bro. He gonna take your head off, bro. You know what I'm saying? You better move. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he
Shout out to
trying.
Alex, man.
Yeah, facts.
Shout out to
Facts.
Alex. We got a little
That's
bit of NFL news before we give our prediction on the Florida Houston National Championship game tonight. Q didn't jump on, man. He must be busy. Shout out to Q, man. We'll see you tomorrow, broski. Julio Jones retires. What was your reaction to that? And what's what do you think of when you think of Julio Jones?
hey man. Oh, man, this bull, man, that bull had a great career, man.
Mm-mm.
I would say, who was it? Who was it? What's his name? Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn. Was it
Mm-hmm.
Dan Quinn? Yeah, he was the coach of that team, wasn't
Yeah,
he? Yeah.
Falcons, right?
Yeah, yep. Dan Quinn. You stupid mother. You can cost my man the Super Bowl ring. But
Yeah,
no,
he had an amazing game too. That that
he had
that
an
that game.
amazing year. He had an amazing year. That year in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah, he was unstoppable that year. Yeah.
He got 11 catches for 182 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was killing the 49ers. But yeah, no, man, no, this bull was like, no, it was only when you talk about the top receivers when he was playing, it was him and Antonio Brown. It was 1A or 1B. You could argue with Antonio Brown about him
Mm.
being the best. And you could say
The numbers
who
proved he was in that best territory. Like his numbers was only comparable to Jerry Rice at that time. AB goes as far as AB go for like that
yeah,
5 6 year stretch.
right, right. But Julio was right behind him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't that
Yep,
far. I mean, it was a big ass
yep.
gap between Julio, AB, and whoever was the third
Was
receiver.
yep. Facts.
It probably was Josh Gordon or somebody, but it was definitely AB, Julio, AB. It don't matter who the
When
fuck
Gordon
it
was
was.
on the field, Josh Gordon was getting suspended after every game for the year. At that, it'd be like, bro, how you get suspended for the year, my boy?
But when he was out
Damn.
there, though, he was definitely a force,
Man, he
though.
was dominant. He was dominant. He was dominant.
Yeah, but
Man, I
Julio,
forgot about Josh Gordon. AJ, AJ
yeah,
Green.
AJ Green, yep.
Yeah.
He's the top five.
But like
AJ
you said,
Green,
that was it was a big gap between the top two and probably AJ Green and Josh Gordon at that time, just because they wasn't as explosive. Well, Josh was, but he just didn't play as often. You feel what I'm saying? Like Josh, he was really a monster. It's just like that's the only thing I would think of when I think of Josh Gordon. Bull was never on the field, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Y'all smoking the bullshit out the Heat right now.
The Sixers?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come
You
on.
said, come on, man. I don't want to hear that.
What? The
I don't
Sixers?
know. I must have saw something different. That's 40-50, but go ahead. Julio Jones. It's 40-50 Heat. I don't know what
Yeah,
the fuck I just saw.
yeah, man. And even in the Super Bowl, man, he had a performance like no other because,
Hmm.
like I said, I believe them players, man. They probably that's their only time there, and that was his only time there. And he wanted to win that Super Bowl. He
For
balled out with
sure.
that Super Bowl, man, and he had a
28-3.
he had a great ass career for me, man. I, I don't got nothing to say,
Amazing
but
career.
amazing career,
Facts.
man. HOL. And I heard he got beef with Atlanta now, so they're gonna try to do something for him, and I don't think he's gonna show. I don't think he's gonna
Dang.
show him, but
What's the beef with Atlanta?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I read it. I read it. It was like 3 months ago, and I read it, and I forgot what happened. They want to put him in the Hall of Fame in Atlanta, but he
Or
ain't
the Ring of
fucking.
Honor or something like
He
that,
ain't
whatever they got out there.
fucking with Arthur Blank. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have
Yeah,
to get
Blank
that.
be on some dumb stuff anyway sometimes, you feel what I'm
Hopefully they
saying?
get
But
that situated, man, because
facts. Get
bro,
that right. Don't be on no Jimmy Johnson stuff on Arthur Blank with like how Jerry was with Jimmy. You feel what I'm saying? Like get that man in there, give him what he deserve and all that. You know what I'm saying?
even when he was in Alabama though, man, like you knew this boy, bro. This boy was killing, bro.
He was a monster. He was a monster.
This boy was this boy was great, bro. And he got drafted. He got drafted late too, didn't he?
I think he went before AJ. He might have been the first receiver of that draft.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Cause
I think he was a
yeah,
little
I think they traded up to get him. I think they traded up to
yeah.
get him. They
Yeah.
had they had to, man. Cause
Cause
bro,
his combine numbers is still crazy. You feel what I'm saying? His combine numbers are still like you feel what I'm saying? Like they be like, yeah,
bro,
they
that
yep, the Falcons traded up from 27th. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Picked them six overall.
yeah, 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 yeah. They knew what the fuck
Well
they was
deserved.
doing. Well
Yep.
deserved, man. That boy had a crazy he had a crazy career, man. And
Stupid career.
it might not be another receiver like him. I mean, we got we got JJ and Chase right now, but I would love
Yeah.
what was he like 6'6", 210?
Yeah, he was ridiculous.
Come
He was
on,
like
man.
the like I don't know. I mean, yeah, you don't see receivers like that. He remind me of kind of like a T.O. And then you think about they both of their Super Bowl appearances, like how they both went out there, balled out there, but fell short. You know what I'm saying? It's a real similar trajectory, like or play style in my opinion. Aside from like T.O. was just a headache kind of. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah,
Uh,
Julio, he was a special player, man. Wish he would have got that ring, but you know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. 28-3. I mean, you can't count your chickens before they hatch, man. And that's kind of what Atlanta did. They thought the game was over, and Pats just kept chipping away as they typically do. You feel what I'm saying?
he
But
fucking out.
yeah, man. But
That was
I felt like Julio kind of disappeared once he left like Atlanta. I thought he might have did a little bit more, but he spent most of his time in Atlanta. So once he left, he kind of really ain't had too much left in the tank. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Julio though, man. And yeah, he had first ballot Hall of Famer, first ballot HOFer. You know what I'm saying?
enough for me. Like, that boy was great. That boy
Yes,
was great.
sir.
That boy
I
was
remember
great.
that catch though in the Super Bowl, man. That's probably the greatest catch we gonna see in the Super Bowl, man.
Like,
He
he put
full
that.
extension, toes in. That shit was ridiculous. That was
They
nasty.
win. I said they win. They win this
Yeah.
game. It's over.
Yeah.
They win this game. They win the game. Why are we throwing the ball again? We already in field goal range. Why are we throwing the ball again?
Why? Why? Yeah, man.
And then
That's
you threw the ball, right? You threw the ball, and then you didn't even get Julio the ball. It was like, what the fuck just happened?
yeah.
You threw the ball to get sacked to get out of field goal range just to lose.
They said, yeah, we don't want this one. We
I'm
did all
sorry.
this just to we want to be close to winning, but we don't want to win.
If I'm
We don't
Julio,
want
I'm
to win.
sorry, man.
Yeah, man. That's
I'm
all
thinking
right
about
though.
that shit.
Great
Every time I
career.
go 28-3. We end
28-3.
up losing.
In the fourth. It's not like it was 28-3 at half. It was 28-3 with like 8 minutes left.
I'm socking motherfuckers, bro. Somebody got to get
Like,
sick. So
that's
somebody got
wild, bro.
to get
But
socked, bro.
I remember then though, I was like, that ain't over. Because if they score here, they gonna put that. You know, the Patriots just got that aura where, well, I don't know. Yeah, they got that aura where like people just feel like they ain't never away. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt like the Chiefs had that until y'all punched them in the mouth. It was just like, yeah, they ain't got no aura. You know what I'm saying? They said no bird, no sir, no sir. Let's get over to the national championship game, though, man. We got Florida going up against Houston. Houston upset Duke in the Final Four, man. Who you taking in this one?
Hey man, I'm gonna go Houston because I wanted to see Cooper Flag and Duke in the national championship. I'm gonna go Houston, man. They play some good ass defense. They play good defense, and they the home team. So just right off that Texas crowd, I know they're gonna be a lot of Texans down there. Shout out to
For
Houston. Shout
sure.
out to Florida. Shout out to the NCAA basketball and men and women. Good
Yep.
seasons. Best team win, but I'm gonna go Houston, man, because they the better defending team. They definitely gonna have to defend tonight with that boy Walter Clayton. Is his name Walter Clayton?
Yeah, that's who I was going with. I'm going with Florida because of that kid right there, man. That was the game that I was tuned into, and the way he just
That
was
boy.
he took over and was making play after play down the stretch for Florida, man. He gave me like Shabazz Napier type vibes. You feel what I'm saying? Kimball Walker type vibes. You know, like these are those the tournament is where the guards eat. You feel what I'm saying? And he's a guard, he's a shooter. So make a name for yourself, brother. Even bigger name. You feel what I'm saying? Because I ain't know who the hell Walter Clayton was until I turned that TV on. And I'm like, who is Bull?
He
You
just
know what
be
I'm saying?
making crazy shots, bro. His shots be like Steph
Facts.
Curry. He be like,
That's all,
ain't
and he
nobody
gave me
making that.
Steph Curry vibes a little bit. I didn't want to say that because you know that's just that's
Right,
giving too much props.
right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
being too much.
I'm gonna mention some dudes that was balling in the tournament, but it shit definitely reminded me of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? How everybody was looking for him. You feel like they wasn't even taking open threes. They was like, no, bro, we looking for Walter. You tripping?
Walter, bro. He gonna make
And
this shit.
facts, and he was. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, I mean, I expect a great game. Houston definitely gonna have to buckle down and make it tougher on Walter Clayton Jr. But I'm gonna go Florida in a close one. I think it's gonna end up being due to their execution down the stretch. You know, them
And,
defensive teams, they kind of they go a little cold down the stretch. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with the offensive team on
I
this
mean, they
one.
shouldn't be in this game at all. They really shouldn't. They was down 7 with
Facts.
a minute left. You
Facts.
know,
Duke should be in this one. Duke definitely should be playing Florida. You know what I'm saying? So
that game, I don't
I
know. They
don't
wanted
know.
more. That's all I'm gonna say. They wanted them more, and they got it. So, but
You think
anybody
that performance
who
hurt Cooper Flag?
nah, I don't think so. I don't think
Me
so because that
neither.
boy got talent. That boy
Yeah,
got
he
talent.
nice.
That boy
Facts.
got.
Facts.
And anybody who said they ain't fuck with it because it was 4 number 1s in the net in the final four, fuck out of here, dog. I know we all like Cinderellas and shit, but this
Yep.
year it wasn't no Cinderellas. All the
Yep.
talent was in the SC and the SCE. Everybody went to the South, so
Yep.
anyone who talking about they wanted some Cinderella shit, get out of here, man. This was literally one of the best college joints in a minute, man. I liked this
Oh yeah,
joint.
this was one of the best tournaments I feel like on both sides. Besides Juju getting hurt because we would have got
That
Juju versus Page, that would have been
would have been
ridiculous.
crazy.
And the
That would have been
Final Four,
crazy.
you feel what I'm saying? But other than that, I think it was a great tournament on both ends. Both had good storylines. They just got to cap it off with a real good men's basketball championship game to kind of make up for the dud that happened yesterday afternoon in the women's basketball championship.
Right, but obviously it would have been a Cinderella story if somebody would have been that good. Then, other than these teams, obviously it would have
Yep,
been one. You seen what happened?
exactly.
The best teams was the best teams. It happened.
Yep.
So I don't understand. Oh, we wanted to send no, fuck all that, bro. These no. These
Right.
was legit teams that
The
needed to
teams
be.
that deserve to win, and as long as it's good matchups, I don't feel like anybody was out there just getting beat on. Like these teams was just executing down the stretch. They wanted to get there more. You feel what I'm saying? They wanted to live up to that hype. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes living up to that hype uh beats out that underdog story. You get what I'm saying? And this was one of those years. It's rare in college basketball, but I kind of remember when it happened the last time, and it was good for college basketball because I think two of the teams had like stars that we was looking out for on them and all that. So yeah, man, it's listen, it is what it is. I know I'm gonna be tuned in once tip off come. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be tuned in to Houston, Florida. I don't know about anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't shit on. Ain't
Facts.
shit on.
Is
So I'm watching.
they forcing us.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I'm
watching.
saying?
Definitely ain't watching no Sixers. What the fuck? I ain't even watched them all year. What the
Nah, we ain't watching. Y'all not even trying to get a victory. Y'all not even
Look,
trying to get a vic.
they need me out there.
Y'all trying to tank for Cooper Flag.
Hey, look, or me, you come get me. All I need is $400. I don't need a
Yeah,
million.
that's all. That's all.
All I need is
Ron
$400.
out there slamming on him with the lefty, getting
Yeah,
freaky. You know what I mean? Getting freaky. Yes.
it's a, it's a, it's a party. It's a party.
Yes,
Hey,
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm the
That's
only
our
one that
Monday
scheme my city.
episode, though. What you say?
I'm the only one that scheme my city.
I'm the only one. What
I'm the
you talking
only one.
about?
So, Scholar, I
But
love you.
yeah, that's our Monday episode. Guess Q got caught up, but we will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Oh, and yeah. Before we get up out of here, make sure y'all subscribe, alert, comment, share, like, all that good stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And as Q would say, if y'all want to feed the machine, make sure y'all send any donations to the Cash App. That's $ what up squad. That's WADDUP squad. We appreciate everything that y'all send, and we appreciate y'all time. Ron Money, appreciate your time, broski.
Definitely.
And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the national championship. Squad.
Holla back. Scholar, I love you.
There it is.